Good to have you here.
Hi.
Good to have
Thank
you.
you.
Now, the last segment we were talking about the power of positive thinking and
Right.
visualization and how it works. But we thought this time we'd talk about a problem that many people have that's called tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
Tinnitus,
That's right.
and that's not a pulled ligament in your ankle.
No, it's ringing in the ears.
Ringing in your ears.
Right.
So, and a lot of people have this.
A lot of people do, yeah.
Now, you go to the doctor and you say, I got ringing in my ears. They're going to run all kinds of tests and say, well, there's nothing I can do for you.
Pretty much, yeah.
But
They may not even run a whole lot of tests.
But with hypnotherapy, and you did this. Now, David Ordway, our audio guy back there, he had ringing in his ears for some time, and he decided to call you and see what you could do.
He did.
And what did you do?
We had 2 sessions, and in both sessions I went ahead and hypnotized him, de-stressed him, and then basically what I did is I went into his subconscious and I had him tune down the ringing in the ears. I cannot make the ringing in the ears go away, okay, because I don't know exactly what causes it. Nobody does. But what I can do is work with you and have the subconscious push the ringing to the point that you no longer hear it or notice it.
Now, David is computer literate.
Yes.
He works with audio and sound.
Right.
So what you did was you had him visualize a computer. Explain it.
Well, basically what I did is I hypnotized him, and then I took him into a master control room. And the master control room I use quite a bit, but that is the subconscious mind. And I had him sit down at a U-shaped table where he had monitors all around him. These were the big monitors that are kind of like what you'd see on TV. They don't have a frame. You can see through them, but you can see it. And I had him run a diagnostic on his body, and he saw lines of code coming up. But when we came to his hearing, and I didn't specifically tell him his hearing, but when we came to his hearing, it stopped, and there was a red light flashing next to it, which was his hearing.
So there was a short circuit there somewhere.
That's right. There was something going on there. And I just had him then visualize that he had the mouse in his hand. He went over, right-clicked on that. It gave him a drop-down box. Then we went ahead and...
All this in his head.
All this is in his head.
And he swears this actually did happen. Yeah.
Not only does he swear, he actually saw it. And if you had seen him in hypnosis, you'd have watched his hands. I mean, he was actually doing this stuff. I could watch him hit the keys. He was doing everything. And the end result was is we turned it down. And then the next session that he came back, we went ahead, we did it again. We had him turn it down even more. And then I gave him what's called an anchor, so that now for the rest of his life, all he has to do is use that anchor if it ever comes back, and it'll go ahead and turn itself back down.
He told me, he came down to see you, and that he was hypnotized. And I said, well, did it work? He goes, it's gone. I don't hear it anymore.
That's right.
So the ringing in his ear was gone, and he turned it down.
He turned it down
himself. And
Right.
this is available to all of us.
To
right?
anyone.
All right.
To anyone.
If you got ringing in your ears, or you need some positive thoughts put in your head, Missouri Hypnotherapy. Remember, we all have the ability to do this. Missouri Hypnotherapy and Research Clinic in Jefferson City. Give him a call. Dr. David Newman, 888-604-9997. Interesting guy. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much.
Come back again. Okay?
I will. Thank you.
All right. We'll do some more experiments then.